Always sure that I'm awake. Then I'm running in slow motion through a river of mistakes. I'm reaching blindly, feels like I'm holding on to something.
This is Kris and Revolution's pop-up music night, and it's as with Kristen Ford. So I'm going to give it right to Kris and let her introduce her friend.
Never know when I'm dreaming. Always sure that I'm awake. Then I'm running in slow motion through a river of mistakes. I'm reaching blindly, feels like I'm holding on to something. No hands as steady as it seems. Oh, I can't be with you when the lights go out. But tell me where to meet you in our dreams.
This is Kris and Revolution's pop-up music night, and it's as with Kristen Ford. So I'm going to give it right to Kris and let her introduce her friend that's joining us.
Yeah, I'm frozen. Okay, there you go. This is my friend Kristen Ford, who I met in Germany because we were both on tour with Songs and Whispers over there, and it was really fun to traipse around Germany with her and get up on stage and have a good time. And I thought it would be awesome to bring her on to this platform and this stage so that you all can get to know Kristen Ford. She has an awesome voice. She has really poignant lyrics and also funny lyrics, and she's just a really great person and energy, and I know you'll love her. So make sure you follow her on everything. And yeah, hi.
Cool. Thanks, Kris. That's
Yeah.
I feel like you're always
and don't you have
knowing the
something?
things.
You have something coming out soon?
Yes, I have a new record dropping late summer.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
I've always got some content coming around, and or it's stuff that's already out. You can take a listen. I came out with a record called No Plans around the same time as your last record, Kris, and that's streamable everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, Trevor. Hey, Will. Hey, Joy. The other thing, as just the top of the show information, if anyone's watching the replay or whatever, is I have a new record coming out in just about a week from this moment. It'll be midnight on next Thursday. So April 30th. And it's called The Skies We Look To, and I'm trying to get as many pre-orders as I can. We actually are only 669 away from the goal of 2,000. So that's only 69 more to get to 1,400, which is when I said if we get to that benchmark, I'll do a fun game night with prizes and stuff for people who have pre-ordered. And today I will be giving a portion of the proceeds from any pre-orders that happen today to Greenpeace in honor of Earth Day. So if you have $5, that's all it costs. I think it's like $6 on iTunes, but that's really helpful because of the charts on iTunes. So if you can get it there, just let me know so I can count it, and it'll help the Earth if you get it today. And I'll also send you my last 2 albums for free. So if that doesn't sound like a good deal to you, I don't know what is.
And getting to work with Kris these past couple of weeks, having her donate to Greenpeace rocks, because I worked for Greenpeace for a number of years. When a lot of people that are watching and playing in this probably weren't even alive, but it was a good time to be a hippie, save the Earth. So I appreciate the donation a lot.
Yeah.
Really cool. Really cool. What, who's going to go first?
Kristen, do you mind going first? Guest first?
Sure. I'd love to.
Excellent.
Oh wow, my bracelet just like flew off. Don't need it for
Rock
this
and roll.
song. Don't need it for this song. This song I wrote on a balcony in Bremen, Germany. That's the town we were staying in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote it on a day. This is a town in northern Germany, and very gray day, lots of clouds, and this song's called "Gray Sky Blue." Here we go. Little wine drunk and you're laughing at the party. Just for the night, pretend that you're happy. Take a fish out of water, you're gasping for breath. Try to play it cool, but you die a little death. So what's it worth to you to try to paint a gray sky black? You want my shelter, you were turning it, and all I want is the breeze upon my skin. I could take you to the playa down in Mexico. That ain't gonna help it, we both already know. We could sell the furniture and hit the open road. Put the lightning in the bottle, yeah, the kind we had before. So what's it worth to you? Try to paint a gray sky black. You were my shelter, you were turning it, and all I want is the breeze upon my skin. 'Cause I want lightning in a bottle. Yeah, I want lightning in a bottle. You were my shelter, you were turning, and I want lightning in a bottle.
Holy oh, I said I wasn't going to swear, so I won't. But holy shit, that was I had to. That was really good. Wow. Thank you. That was fantastic.
Look at you with the links, posting the links to the records.
Well, and that's William out there too. I did your first one there, but this is one of Chris's dedicated fans, right, Kris?
Yes.
That's so neat.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. Wow, that was awesome. That was really fun. I really like that.
Yeah, Will has been amazing. With like kind of being my like tech person for these HAPS things with putting the links in the chat. So thank you so much for doing that, Will. Trev does it too. So I don't think I've heard that one. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
Did you play it while we were on tour?
I think sometimes, but it probably has morphed in the delivery of it because I had just written it.
Yeah, it happens.
How do you think is it picked up tempo? What's different about it, do you think?
I think I've just had the benefit of playing the song looped and workshopping a little bit, and I've recorded it a couple different ways. I'm coming out with a record called War in the Living Room, probably October. Depends on how fast the vinyl's going to get pumped out. But like that's a full band version, and then the link that was just posted is an acoustic version, and to tour with it is I just feel like songs are like shoes, you got to wear them in for a while, and then
I like that. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
It's sometimes I have a hard time with that, like, because sometimes I do like to record songs like right after I wrote them because there's some sort of magic in it. But then on the other hand, exactly what you're saying, sometimes you have to wear them in, and then it's a little different, and you're like, I don't perform it the way the recording is anymore.
Right.
I actually want to play a song from the album that I haven't played in a while. I sort of, it was a single that came out a couple of months ago, and I kind of like left it in the wake of the other ones. So I'm going to give it a try. I haven't played it in a little bit, but this is called Meet You in Our Dreams, which is, especially during the whole COVID thing, it was thinking about a place where if you could actually talk to someone and be like, hey, let's meet up at this place when we go to sleep, and like actually meet in your dreams on like this dream world plane. It's kind of like that. I was in a long distance relationship for a while, and we used to, like, when we said goodnight to each other, we would tell each other where we were going to meet. So I'm not sure if it ever worked, but that was sort of the inspiration. Wait, forgot how to play it. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
You were late.
Never know when I'm dreaming, always sure that I'm awake, running in slow motion through a river of mistakes. I'm reaching blindly, feels like I'm holding on to something. No hands as steady as it seems. Oh, I can't be with you when the lights go out. But tell me where to meet you in our dreams, and I'll fall near the edge. It goes silent, but I can feel you there. It's all anticipation, stars dripping from your hair. I'm reaching blindly, feels like I'm holding on to something. No hands as steady as it seems. Oh, I can't be with you when the lights go out. But tell me where to meet you in our dreams, and I'll fall. I'll fall asleep with you. I'll fall asleep with you. I'll fall asleep with you. I'll fall in love with you.
Woo!
Wow.
Thank you. And And that music video, thanks for posting that link, Will. If you click on it and you can watch it on YouTube, give it a like, give it a comment if you like it. It was fun. As you can see, it kind of messes with little slipping in between real life and dream world. So check it out.
And share it on Twitter and everywhere. Tell your friends about it. Get everybody pumped up and share. And it's a really good time to remind everybody that you can go to www.chrisangelish.com and buy 20 copies of the pre-sale.
Yeah. Well,
album,
if anyone doesn't know the spiel already, you actually can do that because you do have to do it one at a time, but you can't buy multiple copies and you'll get rewards for doing that. If you scroll down on the website, you can see different bundles. Like if you get 5 pre-orders, which is a total of $25, you get the digital download, my 2 previous digital downloads for free, the signed CD, a handwritten thank you note personally to you, and tickets to my Hotel Cafe live stream full band show. Ooh. So that's just an example.
I want to go to the Hotel Cafe show.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Hotel Cafe in real life, Kristen?
Yeah, I have. I played it. The
Nice.
little room, the little one.
The little one?
Yeah, the littlest room.
Oh, yeah. Second stage?
Yeah.
That's a great room.
But that sounds fun. Full band set.
Yeah, and my sister is going to sing with me, my twin sister.
Gosh.
So, yeah, see, Will is all on top of it. There's the list of rewards that you can get. Yeah.
So can you have guests and everything for that?
No.
Or is it like a closed, technically no customers?
I'm actually going to be on the stage at the Hotel Cafe. So it's not like this where we can have
No. I don't mean that. Are there going to be people in your audience for that?
No.
Okay. I didn't think they could probably do that, but that's awesome that you can play full out. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I hope so. I haven't played with a band in a while, so hopefully it'll be good. So Kristen, I don't know if you have plans of what songs you want to sing, but I would love it if you played 2 Days Sober Ginger Ale. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I can do that.
I like that one.
Let's do it. This is so fun. This is my first time on Haps. And
welcome
Kristen to Haps. You can follow her.
Wow, really cool. Really cool. And it's technically Friday here in Nashville, so here's 2 Days Sober Ginger Ale. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
"2 days sober ginger ale. You walk me to the corner store. I didn't need your help before. What's the point in building walls? I'm pretty sure you smashed them all with one single phone call. I didn't need your help. Got this by myself. What's the point in building walls to think you'd smash them all? I wish that I could walk around inside your shoes to see which side of the sidewalk you're gonna choose. You say that you become obsessed with everyone that you have sex with, so I will not take the compliment. "2 days sober ginger ale. You walk me to the corner store. I didn't need your help before. Why do you build no wall? Today sober ginger ale, you walk me to the corner store. I didn't need your help before. Thanks for the
Yay.
request. Good
I
fun.
love that. And I love how you
Yeah.
do the beatboxing it. Sounds so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Did you used to when you were on tour, did you play with a loop pedal sometimes?
Oh, constantly.
Yes. Okay. That's what I remember.
The pedal's still in the car from the gig earlier tonight, actually. But I do like to sometimes not loop because it, like, a song should be good whether you loop it or not.
Yeah. Well, they
But
are.
sometimes it's gooder with the loop.
Gooder. Yes. Yeah. So definitely check out Kristen's stuff.
I really love your broken glass.
Stained glass?
Stained glass. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
You
can
remember
do.
that one? You played that on our tour.
Yeah. Yeah, I can play that one.
If you want.
Yeah.
Unless you've been composing a love song for me and you're ready to.
It's not quite ready yet.
Okay, keep working on it.
It's not ready to be heard by the world yet. Sorry, Rev. Did you want to say anything? Because I need to
Nope.
tune.
Nope. I can though. Yes. Go ahead and adjust what you were going to adjust. I was thinking about just how awesome it is that writers can write love songs for each other. So I can't wait for that one to come out. That would be a very fun song. How did you how long were you guys on tour? Oh, go ahead.
When were we on tour?
No, I was going to say how long, but you were going to say something in response to my.
Oh, I was going to say, like, songwriters writing songs for each other is totally a thing. And I've been in, like, songwriter fights where
fights.
Like where I wrote a song and then someone else, like, obviously refers to it in a song after that. And then, like, I'm like, oh, really? Well, and so, like, this like little back and forth, though, it does take a long time because you have to write the song and record it and wait for the album to come out.
Album has to drop. So 3 years later, the third response is done at that point.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I like that. Well, that's cool, though. I never really thought about that in music at all, that the gunslinger songwriting technique there but sometimes I'm sure you're referring to each other in a nice way.
Totally. That can happen
reflection. Too. Yeah, that would be fun too.
I
mean, a lot of artists, especially in classical music, you hear them repeating, I guess, like we do with what are the very little short segments of music that I can't think of what they're called right now.
Bars, phrases, measures?
No, like a whole samples. Like, sampling in the classical world was done and has been done forever to kind of share that through the ages. So yes, Pablo, hey, Pablo from Los Angeles. How you doing, buddy? When, Pablo, are we going to have a big blowout party? I know we've got COVID in LA, so I have an excuse to come to LA, and we have a big, like, Haps Music Festival. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
All right. This song's called Stained Glass. That sounds like a really good idea, too. I concur. Second vote for that.
Yeah. Pablo says never. Well, I thought that might be the answer, but couldn't it be, could at least be on the roadmap? All right. Go ahead, Kris.
This song's called Stained Glass. I'm going to play it because Kristen wanted me to because she played my request. And gosh, there's a mosquito inside my house. It's bothering me.
It's fine.
And thank you, Lisa. It's called Stained Glass. It's from my album Pieces That Were Stolen.
living in a glass house, throwing stones. I can see right through your walls, love, all alone. Shattered, cracked from battles past, we fall apart, but we come back. Stained glass, stronger than we were before. Stained glass, pieces that were stolen, beautifully broken. There's nothing different about the sunrise, but the light changed in my eyes. I've seen this picture 1,000 times, and now it's come to life. Shattered, cracked from battles past, we fall apart, but we come back. Oh, stronger than we were before. Stained glass, pieces that were stolen, beautifully broken, colored by the way we are. Ooh, shattered, cracked from battles past, we fall apart, but we come back. Stained glass, stained glass, stained glass, stronger than we were before. Stained glass, impossible to be ignored. Stained glass, with all the tales we've woven, let's throw the windows open. We're stronger than we were before. We're stronger than we were before. We're stronger than we were before.
Ow!
Thank you.
Wow, fantastic. Pablo, you have a great night. Thanks for being you there, Brother Pablo, doing all the things you do here for Haps and, coming in and trolling us a little. That's always appreciated too. I remember first couple of weeks I was here, I don't know what I was doing, but Pablo just called me out for something I said in the private chat there for fun. And I was doing something. I'm like, oh, shit, Pablo's here. Nobody say anything. You know what I mean? He's like, dude, I'm not the the Haps police. And I really wasn't doing anything that bad, but it was funny. But the folks, Kristen from Haps are in here a lot, and it's a really fun community. And it's a great way to get your music heard too.
Yeah. So Kristen also has a band called Evergreen that has separate songs, right? Is that right? Did I say it correctly?
Yeah. I think the way that Evergreen performs songs are almost like a different arrangement than, but I'm the primary singer-songwriter behind the Evergreen tunes. But it's very exciting. We've toured a few years as Evergreen, maybe 3 years, and COVID obviously slowed things down, but Kels just moved from Atlanta back to Nashville, so now we're kind of in the same place, ready to rock and roll.
Nice. And you're doing a show soon, right?
Yes, Saturday in Paducah, Kentucky. Anybody out there in Paducah? Want to see you there. But I don't know. This is really fun. Like, I love that we can connect.
Yeah.
This way too. So thanks for bringing me in. Are
It's
we
great.
going back and forth? Should I hit you with another song?
Yeah. Should we do one more song each? Is that good?
Yeah, I love that.
And don't forget, please, everyone, if you want to support for Earth Day, if you get your pre-orders in for from the skies we look to today, I will be giving part of the proceeds to Greenpeace. So your pre-order will not only help me get on the charts and get you some stuff, including 2 of my albums, my previous albums. It'll also help the Earth. So if you have $5, I think it's a good way to use it, if I may say so myself.
I think it's an excellent way to use it because we could all use some music and the Earth could sure use a hand. So that's a beautiful thing to do.
Thanks.
Oh yeah. I was gonna do one song and I just decided I'm gonna do a different one. This song's called Happy, and I think it's just about coming into the moment. And yeah, I'm really happy to be here with everybody that's here. Got the itch, I need a little bit of money. Better book another month on the road. Sublet my room if I'm lucky. Book another Pride or a college show. But if it ain't there yet, oh yeah, it's coming, I know. Went to a real hip house today, living next to Langhorne Slim. Double stops and Miles Davis had to make a Telecaster sing. Singing class in a real studio, this place right out of a dream. He said, I know I can help you, it costs a lot for a coach like me. But if it ain't there yet, oh yeah, it's coming, I know. Yeah, if it ain't there yet, right now I'll just be happy. Yeah, right now I'll just be happy. Woo. Why do birds sing? Easy 'cause they're free. Tomorrow is the next best thing. So right now I'll just be happy. Yeah, right now I'll just be happy. Woo. I got a friend way out in LA. It rhymes with Los Angeles. Some people might call her a longer name, but she said the birth certificate just says Kris. Yeah, it's just one syllable, and I guess that's cool. 'Cause when you got twins, you gotta keep it short. There's too much to do, and this girl, she's always on the grind. No. And even that little clip of the music video that I saw in the chat, I was like, holy shit, I want to watch that. When did you make that? That's really high quality. You're always doing such cool stuff. And I don't know where I meet such friends like this. Maybe we gotta fly across the Atlantic. And you know what? I can't even say the name of the movie star that I met on Saturday, but I've only been acting for a really short time, and it seems like really maybe anything's possible. So if it ain't there yet, if you ain't won in the Roots category for the Grammys yet, you're gonna get there. Yeah, if you're not wearing Versace on the red carpet, why don't you just keep on at it and be happy? Right now, just be happy. 'Cause I'm playing my guitar and I'm hanging out with my friend in Los Angeles. Ain't this a wonderful world this is?
That's amazing that you can like improv like that. I am terrified of that. I'm so impressed. And thanks for saying all those nice things.
Just have fun with you. You are very
And Steve-
inspiring human in my world. So.
Oh, thank you. You are for me too. Steven, thank you for you gifted 10 pre-orders in the last like little bit. That's amazing. And yes, I will count them. I will count them for the Earth Day thing.
And man, he just because he had a match before, but he gets another match too. So there we go.
Woo! Yeah, Captain Planet, killing it.
Oh yeah, so those are from the ones from earlier today. Yes, of course those count. Yes. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing your time with me and like jumping on this show at such last minute.
Awesome.
I think I'll play one more song. If anyone in the audience has anything particular, or if you want me to play a particular song, I can do that. Or I can just play something else from the album that's coming up. I'm trying to remember all the songs on it. Oh, actually, I want to play this wine song because I need to practice performing it. And
this wine song, just some song. This wine
it's
song,
called
or is
That
it on your
Wine
album?
It's called That
What's it
Wine
called?
Stain.
Gotcha.
And I was gonna call it just Weinstein, but that sounds like Weinstein.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
too much. Like, and I feel like putting the that kind of distracts you from it. So
yeah.
It still feels like the day that the glass broke. I'm bleeding all over the floor. I hear someone knocking, but I can't answer the door. You can't feel what you don't remember. You lost everything when you hit. Your body fell and I caught you. Your heart never did. You said nothing good ever came from the bottle you drank to forget, and that was the problem. You don't remember saying you loved me, but I do. You don't remember me holding your hands, but I do.
see, I need to practice it.
You moved on and I haven't been able. You're the ring on the table, that wine stain, that fable. Don't know how long I can last. My mind keeps playing it scratched. The stain isn't sweet like the wine. No, it doesn't get better with time. It's a broken record of questions that I never asked. You told me the tale of my future without you, and I thought you were afraid. You were just telling me plans you'd already made. Broken machines were singing a death song when I woke beside you that night. Then I saw that your panicked blue eyes were alive. You said nothing good ever came from the bottle you drank to forget, and that was the problem. You don't remember me talking you down, but I do. You don't remember my arms around you, but I do. You moved on and I haven't been able. You're the ring on the table, that wine stain, that fable. Don't know how long I can last. My mind keeps playing it scratched. The stain isn't sweet like the wine. No, it doesn't get better with time. It's a broken record of questions that I never asked. And you know
they say about time, it's a lie. Thanks.
Wow. You need to, well, no, who am I to say what you need to do, but I would like you to play that more often. Wow.
I
really
do. I
like
need
that.
to because
Yeah.
I need to practice, obviously.
For the show, right? Right?
Yeah.
I like
That
that
is-
it's in 6/8.
Thanks. I love writing in 6/8 and 3/4. Thank you. Ugh, it's so weird when it freezes and I look just like super. Anyway.
You just got to remember just always look perfect and it won't get you. Is that the internet doing that on every show? That was
Always
a
look
good
perfect
thing.
and it won't get you. That's
No.
No, women really need that on us. Thank you.
Oh man, I'm gonna go down with the ship now. No, I just meant that the thing grabs the most horrific pictures of us
if you can
when
somehow
it freezes,
just like make it so that your face never looks weird no matter when you pause it, but then you wouldn't be able to blink.
It's bad. Oh man.
See, now it just looks like I'm creepily like
you do keep
frozen
oh my
in
goodness.
like a weird. Yeah. Anyway.
This is a running joke a little bit around here. The tour. How long was the tour? How long were you all out together?
It was about a month, right? 3 weeks.
Yeah, and
half?
it was intense. We did. I think we did maybe 5 or 6 shows together, but for the most part, we were driving all over God's green earth.
Yeah,
we working our asses off.
Yeah, because we were staying in Bremen and we had like apartments near each other, and then we would do like 5 or 6 shows that we were actually performing together, but then the rest of the time we were on the same like circuit, playing in all the same places basically, but on different nights, and we would just drive to whatever city and then come back and stay at the place in Bremen mostly, except for when we like went to Belgium and the Netherlands, like we had places to stay there, but we played like more show, like 28 shows in 26 days, something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
there were no days off, I don't think. Except for the day that we went to the pancake ship.
Kris, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what's that thing I saw somewhere that said, do something that you love and then you'll never work a day in your life, and then it said actually you'll like make everything about who you are, like, and your success in your job like define you, and you'll never stop working. Yeah.
Thanks for the Happy Earth Day awards, Stephen and Joy. Very much appreciated. The Earth appreciates it. I don't know how though, because I guess I'm going to have to donate $1 somewhere, because that Happy Earth Day award probably needs to have some oomph behind it. Interestingly, I never thought about that. Yeah.
Well, this has been awesome. Thank you, Rev, for everything that you're doing. Thank you, Kristen, for taking your time, even though it's so late. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I have to run because I'm still trying to get my album artwork finalized. So,
do you want to play us out, Kristen? You can gracefully exit if you want. Kris and Kristen, you could play one more if you want, and then we'll take the show out. It's up to you.
That sounds great.
Cool. That'll be fun. Awesome. We get to hear one more. And Kris, you have a great thing that you're going to do next. Hopefully some of that involves lots of sleep.
Kris's album. It's only $5.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
exciting. You get to be part of something.
Yeah, thank you for
play us
saying.
out. Thanks, Kris. And
that'll be awesome.
What a cool thing. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope to see you back soon. Take care, Kris.
All right. Do you want a song? Rev, what do you think? Do you want a song called Jimmy?
Okay.
Or do you want a song called Is Love Just?
Ooh. I think I want Is Love Just, but the problem is, but I'd like to hear Jimmy too. So either you can lead with that the next time we see it, or you could play them both if you want. It's up to you. So
All right. Well,
we could talk a little in between or something, and we don't have to go anywhere just because Kris left. So yeah, let's
cool. All right, we'll start with Is Love Just? Don't you know how many girls were cute, look like you? See the way that men melt when you walk into the room. Somewhere, somehow, sometimes somebody convinced you that you were not enough. Wish I could suck that poison out and stitch you back up. Is love just a game best played with shiny new things? Lock your lust away from those squishy feelings. Done that walk of shame, gotta hold my head up high. Love, it can wait. Oh, my. Those crescent moon nights. Don't you know how many folks would kill to walk in your shoes? I've seen them build a pedestal just so they can gaze on up at you. Somewhere, somehow, sometimes somebody convinced me that I was not enough. They'll see through me in a moment now, so I'm always on the run. Is love just a game best played with shiny new things? Lock your lust away from that squishy feeling. Done that walk of shame, gotta hold my head up high. Love, it can wait. Oh, my. Those crescent moon eyes. Is love just a game? 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 There we go.
Wow. All right. Man, that one, I'll tell you, I've had my heart crushed, stomped, grinded, chewed, beaten, pulverized, nuclearized, whatever, radiated, microwaved, just chopped up so many times. I mean, I hurt when when something I really love ends, as I know we all do, and that song right there, it captures it really well. That is that was a really good song, you know.
Thank you.
This is a really good song. It thank God I've had years of therapy and gotten over most of those relationships that almost did destroy me. I became homeless. So but the yeah, that was just a beautiful song. I really enjoyed that.
Well, thanks. I mean, I'm having fun. Like, shall we do another song?
Oh yeah,
Since
for
I'm having
sure.
fun?
We don't have to go anywhere.
I mean, I don't know. This is my first time on Haps, so
Yeah. No, you can do a couple more if you want.
let me
No
know if I'm doing it right. Ow!
yeah. I
Here,
think
that's
you're doing
fun.
I think you're doing great.
Cool. Well, I'll do this song Jimmy because that was the other
The
one.
next one.
Yeah. Just checking the tuning here. So
Yeah, Haps is it's a really fun place. There's a nice community. There's lots of musicians on here, and a lot of times what happens on Haps is, because we're still in kind of a beta and there's not a lot of what we call discovery where people can find us. So there's a lot of, we do each other on each other's shows to help increase our um, viewers and stuff like that. So you often can find yourself doing this kind of thing with other singers on here too. So
cool.
it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. And we have some amazing, musicians on the platform, and would always welcome one more. That'd be a lot of fun to have you around here once in a while. And if you want to know how the system works, of course, Kris knows it well, and I know it well, and half the people out there in the audience would be happy to volunteer too, I'm sure, to show you how to do things around here. So anytime, like I said, just hit me up on IG. We got that Atlanta
Okay.
stuff we can talk about, and
Well,
I'll help you on this anytime.
awesome. And I love that you're in Chicago. I lived in Chicago for 4 years. It's
Oh,
a place near and
cool.
dear to my heart. But I was just, as you were talking, I was like, I don't want to play Jimmy. So we'll save Jimmy for a different thing. This is for all of my new friends out there on Haps and in the interwebs.
Awesome.
Wherever they may be. This song's called Best Friends. So
Very good. Here's
thank
Best
you.
Friends.
Being my best
With
friend right now. We're gonna do this show together. Here we go.
all right, Kristen Ford with Best Friends.
Sitting on my front porch, wishing you were here. We could tear it up like we did last year. Oh yeah, we're wasted in Las Vegas. We're best friends. Chilling in the parking lot, Toyota we hot boxed. And I wish you were around. Pick me up every time I'm down. Oh yeah, we're stoners. I've been hungover, but we're best friends. Everybody goes ba 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 ba. Let's face it, we ain't winning no Nobel Peace Prize. We're growing older, ain't growing any wiser. But shit, fuck, goddamn, at this point we're in this one together. Yeah, if you need anything, you know I would talk to you, cause we're best friends. Just for fun, here's a little bit of beatboxing. Yeah. All right, here we go. Chilling on the roof deck, trying to come up with it. The city looks perfect from up here. Yeah, we're in Brooklyn, taking other people's prescriptions. No, I don't think we have one clue what we're doing. But if you need anything, you know Rev will be in the next flight to Chicago. We're best friends. Whatever you want, we're friends. We're best. All right, everybody at home, if you don't mind, just try to hit the harmony. Doesn't matter if it's a rebroadcast. I'll feel it. Time is a construct anyway. Here we go. The word's friends. So just find your note and let's sing it together. Here we go. Friends, 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 friends. We're best friends.
Hey, wow. And you ended a song with Time is a Construct, which is, wow, I love it. Like, because then that made me think, well, lots of love songs and love is just a construct too. And you know what I mean? Like, we could get really deep into the conversations. I interviewed an actress, an actress, I guess you have to say, and we had just the most amazing conversation about everything but acting that one can have. And we covered acting a little bit, but there was just a lot of existentialism, determinism, and all kinds of really fun stuff. So, yeah, I love that time is a construct, because I was just talking the other day about if you take time and you put it put it down on a plane, like think about like just a big board or something, like your kitchen counter or something, and all time is there relative to space time. So like this moment now is here, 1,000 years in the future is there. It exists, and the past exists like all at once, and it just starts to blow your mind when you think about that, because you could travel in space from this point, and if you could fold space to another point, you'd hit that point in the future because it exists. So good weed and just enough physics to do some damage can make for some what I think are good conversations. So
I read a book that you might enjoy. It's called Parallel Universes. I don't recall the author, but I could try to dig it up. But check it out, because like I guess there's very valid astrophysics, like physicists think about that the only way that it like life as we know it works is if there's like a whole bunch of different universes at the same time. Parallel. So it's kind of interesting to wonder about that. Like maybe in the other universe, like you're wearing a leopard shirt and I'm wearing a black shirt.
Cool. I would like to wear a leopard shirt in this universe, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've seen my doppelganger, speaking of Germany, twice. So, I can't remember the order anymore that I saw the doppelgangers, and for time, we'll just talk about one. But I'm driving in my, must have been about a 2001 Honda Accord, headed out of a parking lot. And there I go, driving north as I'm heading east, is my car with me in it. I'm like, holy shit. I'm just watched myself drive in front of me. So I figured, well, he's driving a Honda, so he can't be doing that much better than me, but he could be. So maybe I should follow him home to his house in his parallel universe and, see if he's doing better. So you never know. We could be like the ultimate of all parallel universes. We have ascended to the ultimate form of being right now, which would be a little sad to me, because I would hope I could ascend higher, but you never know.
They say comparison is the thief of joy. So
ooh, I like that.
Don't go to that guy's house. Go to your
Yeah.
mom. Love it.
The comparison is the thief of joy. That is. Do you know who that's just a, what do we call
I think
those?
that's just a saying. I definitely
Yeah,
wouldn't come up
just a
with it.
saying. I like that. See, I wish I could quote sayings like that without having to Google it first. It's fun to is that oh, now I just have to ask you about songwriting. So what is the most fun and what is the most frustrating about songwriting?
Hmm. I think the most fun is writing something that you're really excited about when it's brand new. It's a great feeling. And the most frustrating is probably in a co-write situation when you're trying to like bring the concept together, and it's like when you're playing trivia and you're trying to remember the name of some movie or something. It's just like on the tip of your tongue, it's like right
Hmm.
on the edge of your brain, and it can be awkward.
That's interesting. That's cool. I like that answer.
So I'd say that's maybe the frustration. But it's also like whatever. Maybe you won't write that song, or maybe you'll push through it and you will. Like, but who cares? You're gonna bend time like a piece of paper soon anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. And then just write whatever you want to write. It'll all be good. The I,
Mr.
I like
Brightside
that.
is the same verse twice. Let's just remember that. For all you songwriters that are just like, what's the second verse gonna be? It's like no one knows.
Just
No one cares.
doesn't matter.
Maybe it
How
does.
old were
Maybe
you
it
when
does
you
matter. Maybe it's important. Who knows?
I mean, depends on if we're in a simulation or not. If we're in a simulation, then
Oh
definitely
my
nothing matters.
god, where have you been all my life, Rev? I feel like you like understand the things I worry about.
Well,
Is this the avatar that you chose? And did you see
yeah,
the ticket on the
yeah.
freeway?
We've taken you to our ship, and we're just debriefing you in a way that you can slowly understand. You know, um,
Right,
the way the universe actually works.
right.
Which you could come pick me up, folks. I would love to do that. Let me take my friends and family with me because I would miss them too much. But let's go for a space ride. All best friends. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Joy, as you well know from being around here for a long time, Haps is a great place to make new friends for sure. And you should come, Kristen, and do one of our nighttime big interviews. So it's usually an hour. Sometimes, I mean, if the guest is having fun, which has almost always been the case, I think. Gosh, I hope so. Then they will stay maybe for two, but come play out some songs and do what we're just doing right here. Just have a conversation in one of our living rooms or, at a cafe where you're playing some music. So I'd love to have you on that show. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That's super rad. I just love that I woke up this morning and I had no idea I would be right here doing this.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good feeling.
You
I
know?
can get that. Yeah. Yeah. I get that for
And
sure.
you got to come down to Nashville. It's only an 8-hour drive.
My grandparents are both gone now, but they lived in Clarksville, 40 minutes away there by Fort Campbell. So I may have occasion to get down to Nashville. You never know. I didn't intentionally with this talk show that I've been doing focus on musicians, but there's great musicians here, and I've met really great musicians through Kris and some other people, even real recently, and like meeting you. So I'm meeting a lot of musicians, and it's actually really fun because the other side of it is I have a 3-week-old show called Rev Mac Live. We shortened it Rev Mac Live Pop-Up Film Fest, and we do film festivals, and we celebrated Alex Angeles last weekend with this horror film that she was called the Cleansing Hour, and then this Saturday Alex is going to be there again because we can do this. It's only our 4th episode ever. She's going to bring her film called Seancing, which is kind of like a kid's coming of age film, which is loosely based on the Angeles twins when they were younger. And we're going to do a film fest day for her. So you could come on that as a guest judge sometime or whatever. There's lots of fun things to do, hopefully, around here. So we can spread your music far and wide. So
also, I think, I don't know. It's just fun to think about. I went to a show tonight and played for human beings in a room, right?
Yeah.
And that was a certain way of connecting. But now here I am, I'm home alone. And yet there's this whole other like realm of connecting. I don't know. I think
it's cool.
Feel free to chime in on this, but like COVID was like terrible, and it's still kind of going on, but the isolation and the lockdown, and it's been a traumatic year that we've all been through. But there also have been like all of these reframes, and I think like
yes, hallelujah to that.
Like this thing that's happening now. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. I've said this myself, and it's been said. Trying to find the lemonade out of the lemons of COVID, and even that saying just doesn't even does nothing for the gravity of how horrific COVID has been. That said, we have had COVID, somebody said the other day, 1610 in this country, for 400 years. So there's a lot of bad shit that's still happening in the world too, beyond COVID. But to have the good things that have come out of COVID, it's been fantastic. Even with my 7-year-old being home for a year, literally started school up again on Monday for 2 days a week. He was gone for 13 months. He'd never met his first grade teacher until now. And I know so much more about his learning and everything because I had the privilege of being able to stay home because I work from home and be there with him. So that was fabulous. And these connections like this, I say this all the time on here, but 90 days ago, like I wasn't becoming friends with actors in LA who I'm just meeting really cool people, and you're maintaining friendships because of this technology. You're meeting them, and we're staying in touch like on IG, probably more than definitely more than if we met at like a cocktail party and really hit it off as friends somehow, in the real world. So it's got its advantages here in the artificial. Well, unless it's a simulation, then it's just a further continuation of it.
Something about the real world.
So that's a fun thing about. What's that?
Like, the real world. Welcome to the something about the real world. I don't know if anybody in the chat can like help us out. Dun, 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 real
hey,
world.
John.
Dun, 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 dun. Anyway,
let's go to the comments real quick because I have been remiss for a while. Buy more than one copy because we don't have more than one Earth. Thank you, Joy. I've gifted 10 pre-orders. Oh, okay, we got that one. And no link. Well, a couple Earth Day awards. Everybody's falling asleep in this part of the world, and we got cool people hanging out with us. So the cleansing hour. Thank you, William. I don't know what it is with me and names lately other than ADD, bipolar, recently acquired, what are they called? Panic attacks. Oh, those are so lovely. I had my first full-blown panic attack in public yesterday. I got to tell you, don't want to do that fucking shit again because I stood in the grocery store for 15 minutes, just like, you do not have to go to the hospital. Like, it's just a panic attack. And I mean, I'm tensing up right now how crappy that was. So yes. Anyway,
I think that a lot of people have been having panic attacks where they haven't had them before.
I believe it, because I'd never had them before.
But I mean, like, you got to take your shoes off sometime, and you got to get grounded. You're in Chicago. It's been a long winter.
Yeah,
it's a concrete city, and there's noise pollution and light pollution all the time. But you got to find yourself some grass, find yourself a park, take your socks and shoes off, and like.
I like it. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Rev, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna?
Oh yeah, I rode my bike from May to October, 2,000 miles last year on the lakefront. So it has to be a little warmer because I have bad knees, but sometime in May, I'll jump back on my bike for a bit, and I will go to the lakefront probably as soon as we get a nice day, and I will definitely take my socks off and commune with the earth. That'll be very nice. It'll be very nice.
I love it.
Where'd you live in Chicago? What part of town?
I went to school at Columbia College, Chicago.
Oh,
so like my first year, I was in South Loop, and then I lived in Ukrainian Village, Humboldt Park, South Logan Square, kind of like Armitage, and it was weird. I've lived a lot of places, mostly the North Side though.
North Side, yeah. I'm in Andersonville, so that's north of
Big Chicks.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah.
Or there's some. You're close to the lake too. That's nice.
Oh yeah, I'm 9/10 of a mile, so I can walk there real easy.
Cool. How have local Chicago businesses been doing through this year, you think?
It's so hard to get local news these days, you know what I mean? Like, that it comes to me, and I've been so busy, but the last I heard, it's pretty much just like any place. All the clubs that, people will want to gig in when things start to get better are going to have to, they're going to have to come up with programs to help these folks refinance and get out of debt and get these things back open. So it's been pretty rough. And we've lost a lot of entertainment venues, a lot of, restaurants and stuff. But up here on the north side, way better than, less wealthy parts of the city and everything. So I guess it's all relative, to an extent. There's still a lot of money up on the north side, like a lot of money. So, things are functioning too. Probably Nashville probably has a microcosm of money that keeps some things going, and everybody else is probably struggling.
I think it's like Chicago, at least in my experience, there's people with money and then there's people without it. And I think a town like Nashville or New Orleans is like tourism based. So a lot of the programs that the city puts in place and what's being offered is for tourists, and it's not necessarily for the people of the city who live there all the time.
Right.
And also I think what you're speaking to is that like Chicago's not responding to things as a united city. It's like this neighborhood has these resources and this neighborhood I don't know. I think it would be an interesting thought experiment to not have any states. Like,
ooh, yeah, no boundaries
I'm
like
in
that.
A red state, and they have this horrible transphobic law that they're coming after the kids, and it's just weird. It's like it doesn't speak for me at all. I feel like the people who run my state don't represent me, and yet most people in my city probably are liberal as well. But because they're controlled by states, or like Illinois, the state is bankrupt and needs Chicago to pay for everything. So like, what would we do if we just got rid of states? Get rid of
Well, I mean, now you're a person after my own political heart at this point because, I'm always maligned for not necessarily having a plan, but yeah, I like your plan. Let's just say that to not have states.
Like, you could still vote, obviously still voting, and maybe popular vote and like city governments. I don't know though. It
But
also
yeah,
might
I
be
mean,
terrible to have one unified government, like
there's
depending
there
who's
could
in
be a
the White House.
problem.
But
Could be a problem with your theory because even this most recent election, if if all states had been like, let's say, Pennsylvania, they might have
that is true. It
won.
couldn't be the United States. Whatever. We'll just call it USA. No one will ask what it stands for. Sorry, go ahead, Rev. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off there.
yeah. So but I like the concept only for the fact that we need something new. I'm not sure how we do that, but I mean, what we need is we started with equality, then we need equity, then we need justice, then we need liberty and actualization. Like, you could put different words in there in some different order, but this shit that we got going on right now ain't gonna cut it. And actualization needs to be, I think, a common goal for the planet, would be a good one. Somebody else is free to set some others, but I like actualization. And as a 54-year-old white guy, I apparently think I can control the world, which, is what we do. And that needs to change. Again, another thing that's problematic on the planet is guys like me coming up with plans. But that said, actualization, I think, would be a good thing. And we got a long way to go. So we got to try some different things if we're going to make over this hump, I think, of structural racism and the planet turning against us. And I don't mean to turn this into a bummer now of a program, but I think those are important subjects, and I'm kind of glad they're floating around here.
But I do think that, like, having diversity of opinions and viewpoints and checks and balances, if you will, are very helpful. And America is a pretty new country, relatively speaking. I mean, there were Native Americans here before the Constitution and all that bullshit, but I don't know. I think, like, I sold a guitar pedal to a guy who was like, his Facebook page was all like, if you obey what the police say, you won't be shot, and like, very Republican, very gun-toting, whatever. But, some people
that would
wouldn't have
creep me
wanted to
out.
sell to that guy, but I sold him a pedal, and we had a nice conversation about guitars, and he drove a BMW that I thought was really slick. I was like, that's a nice car. I want to drive one of those someday. And we found common ground. And I think here you and I are now. We're friends. We were strangers before the internet, and there's not always like, it's not always bad that you like are on Facebook in your bubble. And there's also like, anyway, I'm kind of rambling.
No, you're doing just fine. I think you're exploring these ideas of that I think are the kind of conversations and dialogues we all need to have, because the challenge is incredible. Like, because you have a good point of finding common points of connection with people, and those are getting more distant from each other in a lot of ways because of technology and the isolation that it does. But on the other side of it, more people are able to connect around common themes. So trying to figure out how to bring this new cyber world to each other. Music is one of the great ways to do it, because if you are, obviously you can be political with your music, but a lot of times you can have an underlying political theme, and on one level somebody won't get it, they'll just like your tunes, right? So you can get all kinds of people that can come to a show or find us on a place like this. So music is definitely one of those things, like many of the arts, that can bring, people with quite a bit of difference of opinion, but in a lot of ways, but could enjoy, a Monet, or even
Yeah.
oh man, Jenny, like Jenny Holzer or something. You know, I've blows my mind when I meet, because I'm such a snob, like as a liberal. And it blows my mind when I meet like somebody that's conservative, but they're into, you know, um, Jenny Holzer or Kandinsky or whoever. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, you could have taste in things, and we differ politically. I don't think I'd see that happening necessarily with a Trump person, but conservatives, that's something
Yeah,
that
but
I.
I mean, but even with that, like, why have like a line in the sand that's like, oh, Trump's the line, you can't cross that line.
Oh no, yeah, you're 100% right. I would have to be open to that possibility. I think that's a must. I think that's a must. I think finding common ground should be something that we should be doing, just like we um, probably, vaccinate our kids. Like, we just need to, have it be kind of put into the culture here, that we're in school and everything else, that we're, reach out to people, love each other, work together. Like, we need common themes of, I think, love, joy, peace, and happiness that need to be out there. Um, and at the same time, not trying to placate or over, saturate the real problems that are out there. But again, on these platforms too, especially, um, it's amazing. I think the big connector for me here is the connections that I have around the world now. Like,
Mm.
I have friends in Germany, in Indonesia, in now somebody's in Australia, and just made these marvelous connections globally. The thing is that we need to make those connections here in the States too. So hopefully
Right.
these platforms will help do that as we bring different kind of folks, to it, because this is something totally new. I mean, live streaming's been around, but this platform's a little different, and it has the multicasting, which other companies have, but you have to pay for it. This is free. You can make money on here too. So I don't know if you know that. Um, if you were to open up a regular browser, you'd see that you could sponsor me or buy me a coffee, just $5 a month or whatever. You can become a sponsor,
Mm.
up to whatever amount, I would guess. I always say, if it's going to be like over $500, just DM me on IG and I'll give you my bank account number, and you can put as much in there as you want.
Wow.
But but nobody's done that yet. But and there's usually not much money in there, so I could probably give out my bank account number and my routing number, and people could fill it up. Ooh, I would just have to make sure to grab it when it came in. But anyway, yeah, you can make money on here. People can give awards, and there are these. You've seen them come by, and they're usually 5, 10, 15 cents, 50 cents, 80 cents. But there's some that are worth $75 and $40 and $5 and stuff. So people can be very generous, and you were working tonight. This is what I'm doing full time now. So like, you should get compensated for it, right? Everybody gets compensated for everything,
Well,
they do.
I'm all about just like energy exchange. Like
Mhm.
that's really neat that this people are wanting to put forward their time or their comments or
Mhm.
perhaps their money or going to listen on a streaming platform or whatever. Like it's all energy exchange, and then you get 100,000 spins on your song on Spotify, and then you can use that to leverage the next thing.
Mhm.
If
Oh,
you want
yeah.
to like do this for a living, you say you're doing this full time, like
Well,
hell yeah.
it is not paying the bills yet, but
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
coming. It's
so
coming.
love
The
it.
Chris is my first sponsor, and oh man, did I do that? Hang on 1 second. I'm going to slip out of the frame.
Oh, slipping on out. I'll play some hold music.
All right. Thank you for the hold music. So,
You're welcome.
I have, as I've been telling folks, my first sponsor, not like we were just talking about $5 a month, but my first advertising partner. She left us a little early, and her name is Chris Angeles. And yeah, we got to sell a bunch of these here records, and I could make a couple of extra dollars, and that would be a lot of fun. And I'm enjoying promoting Kris like crazy. Just been so much fun to connect her to some of these people like Darian and Tom Conkle last night, and like just like say, hey dude, like I don't want to be like but you're here, you got connects in Hollywood, so here are 3 people that I really like, maybe something can come from a couple of actors and a musician. And that is where I'm having the most fun, is connecting my friends to new friends and just watching those things start to grow. And they're actually starting to grow a little bit too. So that's what I really love about this job. And then using and leveraging all of that, which is what you were kind of talking about. Each time I leverage myself into somebody that has more prominence, more perceived worth, right? And so that then lets me use that cachet of a larger audience and promote people like you and Kris and a lot of people who need a shot. So to combine those two eventually, of having people that have some influence, because I know there have been some producers and stuff that have watched this, that all that just kind of comes together, and I'm hoping it'll make like a vehicle for people to go look for talent, because it would be amazing for everybody that I know, that even if it's just a tiny little bump in the entertainment world, but that people, will notice this little blip and say, oh, this is a good place to find talented people. And it really is, because there's not, I mean, I got to tell you a quick story, like, because I realized I put myself in a really bad situation the other day along those lines, because I asked a friend to submit a film, a friend, a short film of theirs that I hadn't seen. And I'm like, that'll be great. Submit it to the film festival. This will be awesome. And then I'm like, oh God, what if it sucks? Like, this is my friend. You know what I mean? Like, the whole point of the film festival isn't to win a prize. It's to promote new artists and people that, I hope somebody gives a look at, and the audience likes and goes to see their stuff. So, but then I'm like, but shit, what if the movie's really bad? What am I going to do? Like, like, I got to be truthful, but so I realized that I have to screen everything that any friend gives me before I put it on the show, because I'd rather have that conversation before than after. And I just say that to the extent of, it even in an environment where you're trying to just have fun, egos and everything can be really interesting when you're working with people. So that's fun too. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but it's kind of fun to see how different people interact in different situations. And it's getting to interact and ask questions and all of those kind of things is just, that's another thing that's really fun. Like I kind of model this in my mind after a guy named Tom Snyder in the 70s. I think he was around with Letterman in maybe the 80s.
I don't want to go to work guy, right? I don't play.
Yeah. What's that?
Isn't he the I don't want to go to work? I want to play on the drum all day.
Oh no, that's different, but might be the same name. But this is like a Johnny Carson kind of talk show kind of guy. Like when I was like 10, and but it's kind of also that, and then a variety show where we have different people. Like I've had scientists and musicians and actors and all kinds of different folks. So that's a lot of fun because I get to just talk to people, and it's pretty funny too. And I need to let you talk because my job is actually to facilitate you to talk, but because I like to talk about myself anyway.
What do you say, Rev? What if I do just like one more song and then get off of here? Because
yeah, no, that's fine.
Maybe turn into sleepyhead pretty soon.
What are you gonna do?
Like that idea? One more tune?
Oh yeah. No, the I just got a couple of texts like, dude, oh, hold on. Deanna, wow, hey. How, oh my goodness. Wait, what time is it in Germany? It's
probably the morning.
Early morning.
Yeah.
Early morning. Yeah, Dr. Hooper, my wonderful cosmologist buddy. Dr. Hooper, say hi to Kristen Ford, who is a phenomenal musician. We're going to get to hear our final song tonight from her, but not the final song on Haps, I'm sure.
I hope not. This was a lot of fun. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us, tuning in. And thanks to Chris Angeles for bringing me in the fold. She is such a hustler, and I mean that in the best way, that she goes for her dreams and she makes shit happen. And it's not a huge team. It's like her and her goals and this music and this spirit, and like it's cool to get to be part of that. So that's why after this song, after I hop off, after a bio break, I'm going to pre-order a CD. I mean, by a CD I mean a download. All right,
a download.
Anyway,
yeah.
We all love Chris and Rev. This was really fun. Thanks for hosting me. This song is called Jimmy. It's on my EP called No Plans, and it's been really fun. Get my cherry pop tonight in style here on Haps.
Well, it's been lovely, and let's enjoy Jimmy here.
All right, here we go. We gonna go now, Jimmy. You better learn to watch your mouth. You broke skin today. I'm ready to throw you out. What's the matter now, Jimmy? Did nobody like you when you were young? I bet your mama was a bitch. Your daddy always on the run. Are you headed for a needle or a place you never leave? Who's gonna love you now, Jimmy, if it's not for me? If it's not for me. Ooh. What's the matter now, Jimmy? You better learn your own strength. 'Cause I can't ever let my guard down. And it's wearing on me. When the weather gets warmer, I'll take you swimming on Persepolis. I know that you love car trips, and I like it when you're riding with me. Why you headed for a needle or a life in captivity? Who's gonna love you now, Jimmy, if it's not me? If it's not for me. Ooh, woo-hoo. Yesterday, John Prine died. And you chased after some people, and my stomach was in my heart. Oh, I wanna spend the sunny days with you at the park. Who's gonna love you now, Jimmy, if it's not for me? If it's not for me, if it's not for me, if it's not for me.
Bam. Wow.
That's that.
Totally. Like, where are you from? Where are you from?
Thanks, everybody, for the comments. Appreciate it. I grew up in Massachusetts, but I've moved
Like-
around quite a bit.
Suburbs or country or city?
That's such a hard. I guess country.
Country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
spent most of my adult life like in cities. I love cities.
in cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, rural Massachusetts can be, it's not Indiana, but it can be very country out there. But there's a character to your energy, your spirit, and your songs of somebody that is, I guess, with yesterday's film noir theme with Tom, it's kind of a hard scrabble feel to it. Like life has kicked you in the ass a few times. And I don't know whether that's true or not, and I'm not asking whether I need to know, but like there's some fucking feeling in your work, and it's really good. I really enjoy it.
Well, thank you so much for having me on your show. And I guess I'm going to bow out, but I'm sure I'll be back, Haps. Thanks, everybody, for the follows and whatnot. I have a Patreon, which I will be posting to pretty soon before the end of the month.
Yeah.
I post something once a month on there. And
You can post in these comments at any time. They stay live. So if you want to come back tomorrow and put some of your contact stuff in there, do it, because there'll be another 1,000 people probably that'll watch this on replay, at least part of it. So
Gosh, we
Yeah.
talked about time, space, reality, and abolishing the United States of America. And I hope they don't send anybody out after us. Got pretty comfy tonight. But anyway,
Yeah.
thank you so much for having me. This has been an absolute blast. And I hope we do.
Yeah, it's been a blast for me too. So I'm sure we'll see you soon.
All right. Big love, everyone. Take care.
You two take care. All right, everybody. Have a great evening.